Day. We normally on Wednesdays, but after last night's breaking news, Jeff, the Dodgers, we have Skubal.
Woo! I mean, not that we weren't the favorites to win without him, but my goodness, brother, this is what a testament to our organization. The ability to build from within. I love all the haters out there right now. I love it. I love it. If you draft well, you have good culture, you develop, you're able to do these things. It is what it is.
I love all the haters out there right now. I love it. I love it.
What are you thinking?
If you draft well, you have good culture, you develop, you're able to do these things. It is what it is.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of things. There's a lot of mixed reports. Some say it's going to be a true rental. Some say, maybe the Dodgers get to re-sign him. But for what we gave,
a lot of things. There's a lot of mixed reports. Some say it's going to be a true rental. Some say, maybe the Dodgers get to re-sign him.
Here's the thing: we gave up Hope, Smith, and River Ryan. I think that's a pretty good deal. A lot of people are saying this is a steep thing for the Dodgers. I think it's a great deal for the Dodgers, and that's just how I feel about the prospects. So, what do you think?
Mark, wouldn't you even say it's a good deal for the Tigers? My goodness.
I think it's a great deal for the Dodgers, and that's just how I feel about the
They got three guys that are good players, right? And one of them might have a chance to be special. They have 2 months left max with Skubal. He's not going to return. They're not going to re-sign him. They've already made that clear. So, they either hold on to him and do what the Angels like to do and get nothing in return, right?
Yeah.
They got a top 25 prospect in Major League Baseball. Shoot, come on now.
Well, the Dodgers flipped this with guys that they drafted Smith, third round, but they got River Ryan and they got Hope in other trades. So they're giving away, they're trading prospects that they got in trades.
The Dodgers flipped this with.
Here's the thing: pitching is so unsure. So River Ryan and Smith both have had arm injuries. Hope is the one guy that I think is going to be really good, but here I have always said prospects are unknown commodities. You just got Skubal, who's 7-5 this year, 2.79 ERA, 116 Ks in 96 innings. He's a Cy Young Award winner. I think that's a great return. I don't think it was steep at all. I just don't see that being steep. I think Hope is the one guy that I'm disappointed that we lost. But River Ryan's 28 years old, and Smith is a guy that is just coming back from some arm issues. Great deal for the Dodgers.
Yeah, Smith could be the sleeper in this whole thing if you really break it down, right? I had to go back and look him up, and then I remembered he got drafted out of Tennessee, which made our good buddy Joe fired up because he's a big Vol fan. But they got a sleeper in him, River Ryan. Mark, his arm's ready for Major League Baseball, but he's dealt with some injuries. Yeah, so there's that. But Bayer Hope was a guy I was really excited about. But we have a logjam at outfield. We just have so many good prospects that it just makes sense, right? And they can't all play, and it's part of being an organization, right? But we have plenty of depth out there. This is to get Skubal for these three, and I say keeping Josue De Paula and attached with us. I think that kid, once he figures it out all the way around, is going to be an absolute monster in Major League Baseball. I think he's potentially a top 10 player in baseball. But
yeah, I hope so. But okay, so let's talk rotation here. Yamamoto, Skubal, Snell, Ohtani, Glasnow. We're assuming. So, do we think this move was made because Ohtani's not going to pitch again or Glasnow's not going to pitch again? That's kind of scary. But let's just say they're all healthy. Yamamoto, Skubal, Snell, Ohtani, Glasnow, and then it's like you're moving Robo, Roki, and Emmett Sheehan to the bullpen. And let's not forget, we still have Eric Lauer, who Dodgers, a lot of people think he's going to get moved for something, but you could throw Lauer in there. And Lauer has said he does not want to go anywhere. He says this has changed his whole thing. I mean, it's unbeatable. I mean, nothing is unbeatable, but that is, you got to feel really good going into a series against anybody with those guys.
You know what? I feel so great about our new horse and weapon here, Mark, is he's phenomenal in playoff baseball. I remember watching him last year. I forget the game, but then I looked up some stats on him, and he is the fastest pitcher in 6 games, trailing only the arguably best arm ever, Bob Gibson, to 56 Ks. So in 6 starts, he's had 56 Ks, I wrote down, and a 2.04 ERA. Yep. This isn't playoff baseball, and they gave him the ball to go win games. I think it was last year. I don't fact check me because I don't watch a ton of American League, but I think he had 7 or 8 straight Ks in that deciding game for them. Like, the dude steps up, and nothing against Clint Kershaw, who is, outside of Sandy Koufax, the greatest lefty of all time. But like, if Kershaw pitched maybe like this guy did in playoffs, you're saying Kershaw is the greatest pitcher to walk the earth, no matter what hand he threw it from, right? So
yeah. So you talked Skubal, 2-1, 2.04 ERA, 56 Ks, 6 walks, and 39 innings in postseason baseball, and that's what the Dodgers are getting him for. That's what he is for postseason baseball. And yeah, I just saw the thing come up. Yeah, I think Eric Lauer gets moved to the bullpen. I mean, that's pretty doggone good. Lauer, Robo, Sheehan, and you could even keep, Robo in the starting rotation if you want. If Ohtani can't go, we're assuming Glasnow is going. Snell said he feels really good right now, but you get Skubal for the playoffs and nothing else. Like, I know next week is the Cubs series, and our buddy Izzy, who was on the show last week, is going to it, but the Dodgers are in coast mode right now. Like, they are getting ready for the playoffs. You could see it in this Boston series now. Like Izzy always says, he wants to win every game. Dodgers are not going to win every game.
Yeah.
But Dodgers are 69-42, 69-43. They could win their 70th game today. They go to Chicago. Yeah, that's a big series, more for the Cubs than it is us, and that's just being how it is. Dodgers are just trying to get into the playoffs. Like, not trying, they're in the playoffs, but they're gearing up for the playoffs. But I love the rotation now. I love this rotation. I love that you could put Roki, Lauer, Sheehan, all in the bullpen to go along with, Edwin Diaz is starting to come back now. Trinan's throwing again.
Yep.
You got Evan Phillips, Vesia, Henriquez. I mean, like, this is really good. I mean, you got to feel really good as a Dodger fan right now, right?
Yeah. So do the Sharks out there, saying that we're now plus 140 to be World Series champions. I've got 41%. Yahoo's putting stuff out. I think Yankees are, considered the second best odds. They're around 10 to 12%. They got, the Brewers, the Braves, but I mean, how much did they shoot up, man? I mean, woo.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I don't say it's frustrating. I find it comical to hear. I've gotten so many text messages about Dodgers are ruining baseball. How did the Dodgers just ruin baseball? They just traded away 3 guys. The Tigers, it takes 2 to tango, right? So if you're going to be mad at the Dodgers, be mad at the Tigers also. It takes 2 to tango in this trade. The Phillies sent out an offer. They didn't take that offer. The Dodgers sent out an offer for 3 high-level prospects. I mean, if you're a Dodger prospect follower, this is a pretty, I don't think it's steep, but in terms of the rankings, this is pretty steep. And the Tigers took it. So why is this ruining baseball? The Dodgers threw in an offer. The Tigers took it. How is this ruining baseball? It's some of these fans of these other teams, if they were in our situation as Dodger fans, they would be really excited about that. The Cubs show on this same network are big Cubs fans. They would have loved to have Skubal and have all the hate coming at them about this. But the Dodgers did it. Friedman took care of business like he always does. He's the godfather of all of this. So I don't understand where all this how it's not ruining baseball. Isn't pro sports, Jeff, about one thing and one thing only, and that's winning a championship. Is
Yeah.
that what pro sports is?
Yeah.
I hate to see when people talk about pro sports saying, "Oh, it's just not fair. It's not." There's no being fair in pro sports. It's pro sports, right?
Yeah, what I get walking around with Dodger fans where I'm at, if they're not Dodger fans, it's that we're buying our team, and I always have the response of, "We're supposed to. It's a professional organization. They're pros. You're paying them." That's the reality of it. But Mark, you're spot on. Other teams have tried. Look what the Padres have tried over the years. The Yankees are always overspending. The Blue Jays spend a ton of money. One thing that really sticks out: those people want to play in Southern California. And baseball players do, and that's just the reality of it. So people are generally jealous. So then it turns into hate, and then it turns into we're ruining things. And I love it. It doesn't even bother me. I think it's like you said, if this were happening with the Cubs or any other team or the Giants, whatever you want to call it, their fan base would be ecstatic, and everybody else would say now they're ruining baseball. So that stuff doesn't bother me. We're now trying to win a third one in a row. The last team to do that was the Yankees, I believe, in 98 to 2000, Mark.
Yep, Yankees.
With Jeter and those guys. So you have to go. We're not even going all in. That's the thing. It's like, but this is a phenomenal piece. And I think people are upset because they realize what we're doing. They realize we're smart. So it just turns into hateful comments. And it's a great spot to be in, Mark. I'd rather be sitting with this hat on than the Giants hat or Padres hat on, right?
Yeah. You talk about the Padres. The Padres have tried to do this. They basically traded away their entire farm system to get guys, and it didn't work out. The Dodgers never draft high, and yet they have the top 5 farm systems in all of baseball, arguably, top 2, top 3. And here's the thing. They traded away 2 out of the 3 of these prospects. They got in trades from trading away guys. So 2 out of the 3 weren't even their own prospects to begin with. So they traded those guys off. And then you're looking at a team right now that's going to win 70 games, and we don't have our all-star catcher. You've got rushing, homegrown. You've got Pages in center field. You've got Max Muncy. Again, we talk about this all the time, picked off the scraps. Mookie Betts hasn't hit a lick yet this year. And we talked about that in last week's show. Yeah. So I can't you just say maybe, guys, the Dodgers are playing pretty good baseball. They're managed really well. And they just made a trade that everybody in Major League Baseball wants. And we gave away 3 prospects, and it did not ding our farm system one bit, in my opinion. Not one bit. I just looked at the updated rankings, and you still got Jose in there. You got Quintero. You got Emil Morales. We didn't give up Christian Zuetta, who I was more scared about than giving up anybody out of that list, other than maybe De Paula. And, I'm not going to say who the source was. I got a text message from a guy that said that's all it took. I'm just going to leave it at that. That was from a source within the organization, said that's all it took. That's unbelievable to me. And yet you've got all these people going crazy about it. That's all it took. 2 out of the 3 prospects we got rid of. We got in trades from those times. So listen, Jeff, we did an emergency show. Our phones were going crazy last night with all these Dodger fans. Our producer, Jay, of this show was just, it seemed like he wanted to be a Dodger fan last night. It was great.
Yeah, he did.
I love that. I hope he wants to bring us on Cubs Confidential next week so we could talk and we could really puff out our chest. But here's the thing, Jeff. We got Skubal. Everybody wanted him. We got him. And you're right. We are the evil empire, and I am okay wearing Dodgers and people hating us. I'd rather be hated than loved.
Mark, our good buddy Ron is so happy. He's out buying Max Muncy cards, autographed stuff, jerseys. I mean, Dodger Nation is fired up. I mean, what timing of this? This is awesome. I love our organization. I love our team, man.
Let's end on this. I just saw by a guy that said on social media that Dave Roberts was told yesterday before the first pitch. Dave Roberts is a pretty good actor. I mean, if I was Dave Roberts, I would have been bouncing around that dugout, but he was told before the first pitch. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, We got the Cubs coming up. Let's try to salvage one out of this 3-game series with Boston. They look really, really good. Very scrappy baseball team.
Yes.
The Rays have made really good moves to bolster their pitching staff.
Agreed.
Nothing is done, I think, yet. Dodgers could still moving on some unheralded moves, maybe to bolster a bullpen. But what a great deal. I was excited to go on a Sunday and talk a little Dodgers baseball. I'm getting ready to fire up the Traeger here in a little bit. I mowed the lawn out before the heat. Appreciate our producer, Jay, getting us on today. Jeff, appreciate you getting on and doing this. So let's go Dodgers, and let's rejoice. We got Skubal, baby.
Let's go.
All right, guys. See
Later.
ya.